What's up, guys? Evergreen Fly Guy. So today I'm going to do a kayak video for you guys. Now, I haven't talked about it or mentioned it in a little bit, and ever since this little incident, I know I did a repair video, and I kind of threw that together. It was a little last minute, but I just want to go over what I've got done to the kayak so far, what I plan on doing to it, what I like about it, just kind of like a small review, but more of like a modifications thing. So let me just get you over there. So starting from the front, I guess, because it'd probably just be easier. The handles right here, I've had so much trouble with these handles. So I read on the reviews and stuff, I mean, it's good now, I screwed them back in. Read on the reviews that was one of the big things, is that they keep coming undone, or they rip out. And yeah, that's 100%. I would like to try getting like a metal handle and like some extra like screws and seeing if that fixes that, but other than that, yeah, front and back handle both get out of place pretty easy. I still have some crabbing stuff on here. This is actually the two casting ones, the ones we used in the last trip. We actually didn't use the whole big thing here just because there wasn't enough space. If you can tell, it's still coated in sand a lot because I haven't fully been able to get in here and clean out the sand. Just haven't had time. There's still water on the inside. Just gonna have to get in here with a vacuum, I think, is gonna be my best bet to get all that out of the inside. Seat, I'm still waiting to do the seat mod, but basically, like a lot of people have done, I'm just gonna run a bar here to here, move the seat up on top of it, because for a set-on kayak, it does sit relatively low in there. It's not like a huge deal to me. I just think it'd be a lot easier to use it if I could sit up higher. As you can tell, the seat has sand all in it and over it, and if you can see down in there, just have sand. I really have to get in here with a vacuum. I just have to find time in my schedule and get that. Actually, right there in our repair video, there's our cleat we put in and the new rod holder, and you can tell a major difference between that rod holder and this rod holder, because I mean, just look at the difference. Huge difference. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that other cleat on the other side just to have two options of where it can go. I don't have the kayak brush scraper custom thing I made. It's lost in the inside there along with a pack of finesse TRDs. So when I get the vacuum out, hopefully I can get in there and get the missing pack of bait if it's not destroyed, and the brush gripper if it's not. I mean, I'm sure it'll probably be fine, but in the back, still tons of sand. Here's my crate setup. I love this crate setup. It's a yakgear crate custom thing where you can just buy it in the store and set it together. The only difference is I added this this white one on the end here for extra rods and stuff, and it works fine as long as it's turned this way. If you turn it this way, it kind of locks itself in the midsection here, and you can get to everything you need by just wrapping your arm back, and it doesn't really become an issue. If you have it facing the other way, you think it would be easier, like if you face these forward. It's actually not. It's actually quite a bit more difficult. I will say that these little tie down notch right there, those guys, they're actually relatively strong for what they are, because I've used those a few times for just like extra support when transporting it with a ratchet strap, and I haven't ran into any issues. The bungee slots back here, they work great for little stuff. Actually the front ones up there I used to hold down some of the crab stuff whenever we tried out that disastrous adventure. Yeah, drain plug I guess works fine. It got most of the water out when it sunk. The rod holder that ripped out, that is now replaced, also helped a lot because it's just a big gaping hole. Yeah, I mean the bungees are fine. Like I said, the handle not so great. Obviously the rod holders are not the best because it literally ripped out, like the screws, rod holder ripped out of the kayak with a rod in it, and it snapped the rod handle, which, I mean, not like that crazy of a deal, but the fact that it was able to rip out the rod holder is kind of unique to me. But I don't think I'm going to be going back with the downriggers. As you guys saw, I tried those out. They didn't work too great. I didn't think that they helped that much. That's really the reason why I'm not going back with them. I would actually just like to get a better like custom rod holder set up back here so I can have ones that like stick off the back and stuff. Other than that, I mean, other than the seat mod and the rod holder setup, I don't really know what else I want to do to it. I actually do have the trolling motor now, but at this point I don't know if I want to do the trolling motor. I just don't know if it would be able to handle the weight, because I'm a pretty big dude and it seems like it might be just too much weight. It might not be. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's only one way to try it, is to build something for it and just go try it out. Worst comes to worst, I sink again. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I am looking to name it something in the future. Hopefully we'll get that. If you guys have a suggestion, feel free to leave it in the comments. That'd be awesome. Another thing I've been thinking about doing is a giveaway for 150 subs. Whenever I hit 150 subs, I'm at 146 right now. Thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate it. There's just been it's been really good lately for subscribers. I've been getting like a couple a day. It's been awesome, and you guys have been watching the videos because my views are just going up and my watch hours are going up, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments and the feedback, and Instagram, all communicating with me on there. I love talking to you guys. So, you know, help me find a name for this guy. It can even be something stupid. I really don't care. And stay tuned, because we got more stuff coming up. Let me show you some of that. I'll be back with you in just a second. So to cut in real quick, a lot of you guys were asking me what we were using for the crabbing casting nets, and this is it basically. So there's one reel missing. It's over on the table, but this is essentially, this is a 13-foot heavy rod. This is, I mean, there's no way around it. It's a 13-foot spinning heavy rod. It is massive. It casts, oh, the casts are amazing on it. It is chunky though. I mean, it's, oh, the other piece fell down. Hold on just a second. But yeah, all together, it wouldn't even stand up in here. It's a foot bigger than the kayak. It's crazy, but it works great. This is a halibut rod right here with a spinning reel on it, and if you can see, these fish fight so hard you need something like that to keep the reel on, which is pretty crazy to me, but it's also pretty cool. It also has these like little line guides on it. It's very fancy. This is all Jacob stuff that he kindly lent me to use. We hadn't got a chance to get it back to one another. And that's just another, I think this is like it's not nearly the same size as this. It's probably like a 10-foot rod. And it's a heavy rod, obviously. And the braid pounds on here, I believe he said these are both 80-pound braids. And I believe it, because I had to cut some of this to like fit it into my car. And I didn't bring a knife. Very foolish of me. And let me tell you, I tried cutting it with a key. It did not happen. I had to go find a knife and borrow it. But yeah, that answers that. And then I showed you guys the casting nets here, which are also just very simple. They just spring out like that. And then there's a little triangle weight in the bottom of it, and that kind of helps stiffen it on the ground. And this is a ring net, I think is what it's called, and we didn't get a chance to use this because when we came, the slips were actually full, and I didn't really want to try using it off the main dock out there, so I just said, okay, we'll just use the casting ones. And we were using 3 of them, and it actually did great. We got tons of crabs, if you guys want to check that video out. Alright guys, that was it. So that was the kayak overview. That's what I want to do to it. Just little stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out there soon. I want to get fishing again. I'd like to go this weekend. We'll just see how it plays out. Like I said, I'm constantly busy like right now, but hopefully as we progress in the summer, I will have more free time And pretty soon, most of the trout streams and stuff are about to open up right now, especially the one that is just right there, just right by my house. Literally like 20 foot that way, there's a trout stream. Didn't know that for a while as I lived in here, but I did some investigating, did some looking, and yeah, there's a trout stream just right there. I don't know how the fishing will be in it. It could be crap, but there's only one way to find out, is to go fish it. But there'll be a lot of fly fishing coming up. I noticed you guys enjoyed that remote fly fishing video, so we're doing a couple more of those and trying to get out on some big bass and other fish. So just stay tuned, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, hit the alert bell, keep it all up, leave some comments even if they're negative. I love talking to you guys, but most importantly, get out there and catch some fish, guys.